Hi everyone, Yasas Feta to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make chicken Youvetsi. Chicken Youvetsi is a cozy Greek stew that's made with chicken, a light homemade tomato sauce, and then it's finished off in the oven with some Orzo pasta. The whole meal is going to be on the table in about an hour, so you really can't beat that. This is one of my kids' favorite foods, and I make it oftentimes with chicken when I'm in a hurry or when we're craving chicken. It also tastes delicious with beef, but today again we're doing chicken. Let me show you how I make it. Okay, so we're going to begin with the onion. The recipe calls for one medium to large size onion, but I have these two small ones over here. I'm just going to peel them and then finely chop them and set them aside. And then normally if this wasn't a 60-minute dinner idea, I would brown the chicken first. I have a whole chicken here that I've just cut up into large pieces. And I have it right here in this bowl. You can use chicken quarters, leg thighs, and drumsticks, or you can use a boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but I do prefer the chicken with the bone in because it has more flavor and it's definitely more economical too. So like I said, I would normally brown the chicken first, but because we're trying to get this on the table sooner, I'm gonna skip that step and heat up my skillet over medium heat, add some olive oil to it, and then I'll add the onion in here. And if you were adding diced carrot, I would just peel and dice up 1 or 2 carrots and add it in with the onion. Cook the onion over medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's nice and soft and golden, or I would even go a little bit less since we're on a little bit of a time crunch, and then add in 4 garlic cloves that are grated. Just warm them through just a little bit until they're fragrant. Then I'll add all of the chicken in one even layer. I'll season the chicken with salt, freshly cracked black pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, 1 bay leaf, crushed oregano, a cinnamon stick. If you want to, you can also add 2 cloves at this point. Tomato paste is also really nice to deepen the flavor, but I'm totally out of that as well. But I do have a 15-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, that's 500 grams. That's gonna go in, and I'll rinse the can out with a little bit of water, and then I'll cook the chicken for about 20 minutes. While the chicken is cooking, it's gonna cook over medium heat with the lid on. Then I'll also warm up some chicken broth in the back, about 1.5 quarts of it. That's gonna help everything cook really quickly once it goes into the oven. As soon as it's steaming hot, just keep it simmering on very low heat, or you can turn it off so it doesn't evaporate. And then I'm gonna transfer the chicken with all the sauce after about 25 minutes of cooking. The sauce is gonna have thickened. This is gonna get transferred into a baking tray. You can put it in a 9 by 13 inch baking pan. This is a little bit bigger. Actually, I don't even know the exact size, but I will put the link for this one on the blog post with a link to where you can get it on Amazon. It's a really good size. It's a roasting pan basically, but a 9 by 13 inch pan will work as well. I just like to get it in a thinner layer so that way the Orzo cooks very evenly. Then I'll add a pound or 500 grams of uncooked Orzo. This is Orzo pasta that's going in. Season it with a little bit of salt, about 1.5 teaspoons, or to your liking, some more freshly cracked black pepper, and then that hot broth that we have heating over the stovetop, that's gonna go in at this point, and then this is gonna go in my preheated oven. It's preheating at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This is gonna bake uncovered for 30 minutes. Then when you take it out of the oven, you'll see that there's a lot of liquid in the pan. And don't worry about it because once you let it sit for about 20 minutes, that Orzo is gonna absorb all of that liquid, or at least most of it, and you'll have just the right amount of sauce left. Another quick trick to have it cool down a little bit quicker, you can throw in some ice cubes, which I didn't do. But if once you add the ice cubes to this, it'll retain more of the sauce, and then the Orzo will stop cooking so it won't be overcooked. I like to garnish this with some finely chopped parsley. I serve this with Feta cheese and olives, and it's ready to serve. And there you have it, the quick version of chicken Youvetsi that has all of that comforting flavor that traditional Youvetsi has, except it's going to be on the table in about an hour. You really can't beat that. It's loaded with flavor. You're going to notice that it has a lot of sauce once it comes out of the oven, just like I said before. But as you know, if you cook with pasta, the pasta will definitely soak it up. You'll still have a little bit of a sauce after 30 minutes or so, but if you're going to serve this later on in the evening, and say you make it earlier in the daytime, and you want more sauce to your Youvetsi, you can warm up some more chicken broth, and then as you're warming it through either in the oven or on the stovetop, just thin it out with a little bit of broth and you'll have more of a sauce for this. This is so delicious, topped with some feta and fresh parsley. I also like to serve it with lots of olives, and the meal is just going to be perfection. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. If you want to print it out, you can head on over to the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yassas.